Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video I'm gonna show you first things to do after setup on your VIVO V60 Lite. So first we're gonna start off by connecting to the Wi-Fi. So here I've got my phone, it's freshly after the setup. Now let's go over to the settings, and in the settings let's go to the Wi-Fi. Now enable it and it will search for networks. Now after it's done searching for them, then you can select your network and here enter the password, so I'll quickly do it off camera. Now after we're done with our password, let's just click connect and we should be connected to our internet. So we are getting new notifications, we are finally having the Wi-Fi access. Now what we can do is we can check for the system updates next. It's very important to use the latest version of your software. So scroll down in the settings until you guys see system update. Now click on it here, and as you guys can see, already the latest system version. So I do not have any updates here. I am running the latest version for this device, so make sure that you do too. Now after that, we're gonna update our apps via Play Store, but before that, let's add a Google account. So we're gonna do it in a faster way. So we're gonna start off with the Play Store. Now click sign in, and here all we have to do is use our email. So now enter it, and after you're done with entering your email, enter the password. So I'll see you guys once I enter mine. So now let's click next, and the phone will ask us who will be using this device, exactly Google. So you guys can select I will be using this device or my child will be using this device. These steps here may vary. I will choose the first option. Let's just click next, click on I agree, and then we will have Google services. So we will be able to enable the backup. Now we have to wait for them to load, and that should take a little bit of the time. So it was like 10 seconds. Now make sure that you enable the backup device data. Of course it crashed. It's normal for every Android device, especially Vivo. So all we have to do is, as you guys can see, enter the app. So our backup was enabled, and that's how we know we still have it. Now here, verify your purchases instantly. We will use the password, and it crashed again. It's normal. Let's click use password, and here I'll enter my password. So I'll see you guys in a second. Now, as you guys can see, we are in the Google Play Store. If it crashes even more than 2 times, then it's completely normal and you should ignore that and eventually just enter your email and password again. So luckily I didn't have to do that, but sometimes you have to and it's normal, so don't worry about it. Now let's click on our avatar here and go to manage apps and device. Here we will have updates available, so this is where we're gonna update our apps via the Play Store. Let's click see details, and here we have every single app that we can update. So let's click on update all. Now they can update in the background. We can leave the Play Store and we're gonna set up our screen locks. So go over to the settings. Now as you guys can see, we are right here, and all we have to do is scroll down. So we need to go to the security and privacy now. As you guys can see, we have 4 suggestions. So we're gonna start off with the device unlocking here. Now our screen lock, and here we can set up a swipe, pattern, pin, or strong password. So I'll always choose pin, it's my preference. Now it has to be at least 4 digits, but for security 6 digits are recommended. I'll use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, so I don't forget my password. But don't use the same password as me, it's very unsafe. Let's click next and enter the pin again. You guys need to come up with your pin and make sure that it's secure and nobody knows it, because you want your phone to be as private as possible. Now, how do you prefer to show notification details on the lock screen? We can select it to always show, so even when your phone is locked, you will see who texted you. When you select show after unlock, then you'll see that you've got a notification, but you won't know if it's from somebody or it's just the app notification. So for an example, you can get a notification from WhatsApp and you will see WhatsApp notification and you won't see the details of it. And never show, self-explainable, you will never see notifications on your lock screen. Now, I always use show after unlock, so I see that I've got the notification, but I don't want everybody to see that too. So I'll click done. Now, as you guys can see, the screen lock is finally set up. We can go over and unlock our phone by using our PIN now. And after that, we can set up our fingerprint. So we have to enter our PIN that we have created. Now click enroll now, click on agree, and you have to place your finger right here a couple of times. So we need to lift it after we feel a vibration. Now let's keep on doing that, and our finger should be set up soon. So we just click on done now. We can use the fingerprint for the unlock and the privacy password. So this is basically our private password that we can create, and this will be for anything that we want to keep in private. For an example, photos, and it will be in a private album that you can only unlock with the privacy password. So we can also set it as 1 2 3 4 5 6 or whatever the password that you want. So 070707. Now we can verify that password and we will have our privacy password set up. So now we've got our fingerprint. What can we do with it? We can unlock our phone. As you guys can see, it went through. And the last thing we have is a face unlock. It is not that safe because everyone that looks similar to you may unlock the phone, and face recognition here is not as safe as, for an example, iPhone. So let's click on agree here, and now we need to fit our face into this camera right here. So I'll quickly do that off camera and I'll get back to you guys. This process should take less than a minute. So now our enrollment is complete, and now we can use our face to unlock the device. So check this out, guys. I can do that. Now my device is unlocked. I haven't used the fingerprint. I just used my face. So I'll enter the PIN again, and now we can use the face for privacy passwords too. And here we can stay on lock screen after unlocking, so you guys can disable it, and after unlocking the phone you'll go straight to the apps. So this is how it works. You guys can set it up all to your preference. Now after that, what you guys can do is set up the Google Wallet. So let's leave the settings for now, go to the Play Store, and our apps are still installing, so we're gonna leave them here. Go to search and now search for Google Wallet. Now as you guys can see here, we have the app. Ignore the sponsored apps right here. Now click on install, and our app should be installed anytime soon. So I'll see you guys once the app is installed. So it took quite a while because we still had the updates going on in the background, but now we're finally ready. Let's click on open, and here it will choose an account automatically to use with the Google Wallet. So let's click on view wallet right here and allow it to send us notifications. Now as you guys can see, we have the card right here. It's already prompting the card that I have used. Now here we have the loyalty programs, the cashbacks, and everything. So it also depends on the region you're in. So if you do not have the same ones as me, then don't worry about it. Now let's click the plus button here. You guys can add a payment card, transport pass, loyalty card, gift card, or basically a photo. and you can create a, as you guys can see, the digital pass from a photo or a barcode or the QR code. So you've got a lot of options here. Now let's move on to the, let me go to the payment card, and here we have the card that I want to set up. So if you guys want to add a card, then you just go over and click new credit or debit card. As you guys can see, it automatically prompts you to add a card. You can line it up with the frame right here, and then you guys can just add it automatically, or you can enter the details manually right here. So now you guys can enter the details, click on save and continue, and everything should be ready. But remember, you need to have the card physically with you. I do not have my MasterCard with me, so even if I wanted to add it, as you guys can see, I would have to enter the security code. So I cannot do that, but we have the card right here. So after that, you guys will have it here and you will be able to pay with your phone. Now for the last step, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the settings and select the battery. Here, as you guys can see, we have a lot of settings, including the battery saver. So we can enable it, and you guys can enable it auto turn on battery saver, and you set up the percentage right here. So I recommend setting it up at 25%. Normal one is the 20 for every single device, but I recommend using 25 so you still get a couple of more hours of using the phone. Now, as you guys can see, you guys can reduce the screen timeout duration when above it. Now, what you guys can do next is go to the super battery saver, and here you guys can use it, and you guys can use it. You can set a battery level for it. So let's click on agree and click on OK. Now you can set up the percentage right here. I like to set it up at 5. And after that, it will turn on automatically. So here you guys have the battery usage status. Basically, the apps are running normally. Your apps are using a normal amount of battery. If apps use too much battery, your phone will suggest actions that you can take, and you can always turn on battery saver if you're running low on battery. Now, here we have the battery health and charging. We have the information about our maximum capacity, the cycle count, the production date, and the initial battery usage date. Here we have the fast charging, so the phone will definitely heat up while you're fast charging it, but when you disable it, then charging speed will be definitely reduced and you will wait longer to charge your phone up. So I recommend using fast charging. It's good, but you shouldn't be worried when your phone gets hot, especially if you're using it while charging. So here we have the optimized battery charging. So if you reduce this limit right here to, let's say, 80%, then you will definitely extend the battery life, because your phone will only charge to 80% max and it will be like a 140 phone. So this is what you guys definitely want to do. If you do not care about the battery that much, because the battery here is amazing and it will help extend the battery life, but you can still use 100% and everything should be okay. You guys can enable the optimized based on habits and pause or resume charging based on your nighttime charging or long-term charging habits. So the phone will learn automatically from your habits when you're using it, when you're charging it, and it will try and adjust the charging. So let's leave those settings. Now here we have the battery silent percentage. You guys can change it like circle, horizontal, and you see it changing on the status bar. You guys can display it outside of the battery or just do not display it. Here you guys can display it inside the battery, and when it's vertical, outside, or just do not display at all. But as you guys can see, whenever you go here and you still have it do not display, then you will see the percentage. So I feel like having it enabled is very useless. Now here we have the DPAP optimization, so it will definitely improve the battery launch. As you guys can see, we can start the optimization right here. It's optimizing the apps, and it may take a while, but your apps will definitely be optimized. So I'll leave it. Now here we have the sleep standby optimization, so detect sleep hours to freeze idle apps and limit network switching, reducing power use. This is also a very great option. I recommend enabling it because you can actually increase your battery life. And here we have battery life extender, so answer short calls or make emergency calls when the battery is about to run out. So this is very cool. As you guys can see, when the battery is running out, your phone auto-enables the battery life extender service to ensure power for 3 minutes of emergency and normal calls, and it will be disabled after charging. So this is very cool. Now here we have the battery usage, and I cannot show the process to you guys of how to check everything here since we just set up the phone, but you will see how many percent of the battery apps are using. So that's it for the battery, and that's it for the phone. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.